We're here today to discuss AI agents. All right, we're at the cutting edge. First of all, can I thank PLP for the opportunity to actually present this? This might be the first time in the whole of Kenya that a lesson is being done on AI agents. That's just how new this topic is. I think for those of you that follow NVIDIA and tech in general, you heard him at the beginning of the year talking about how 2025 is the year of agentic AI. And I think those of you that followed as well, the World Economic Forum was, I think, a few weeks back. The number one word for 2025 was AI agents. So what are these AI agents? That's what we're going to discuss today. I'm going to try and give you a quick understanding of what these agents are, what they do. I want to give you an understanding of how you can put money in your pocket using these AI agents. For me, that's the most important thing. Technology can be really cool, but if it can't get you, some decent work or put money or put food on the table, then for me, it's not a useful technology. We're going to go into that. And then today, each and every one of you, at least if you have a laptop, you're going to build an AI agent. If you don't, please be next to someone because I want you to see how you build an AI agent. Today's AI agent that we will be building towards the end of this presentation is a personal assistant agent. I can tell you right now, I don't remember the last time I sent an email myself. I just talk to my phone, my agent is called Samantha. Samantha does everything for me. You're going to have that agent today as well, okay? All right, let's start. Introduction, who am I? Some of you might know me from the PLP board. I'm very proud to be on the board of PLP because the mission that we have is really important. I think the idea of empowering young people with skills that are at the cutting edge so that they can go out there and actually make a difference in society, for me, that's everything. My own mission is to rally the people of Africa to create, acquire, and use technology for the benefit of the continent. Now, my past is a little bit long, but I've tried to summarize it here. This is me back in the day. I was still in university at this time, and I had just heard about the iHub in Kenya. This is back in Zimbabwe, where I studied. And I was just excited. I was like, wow, these innovation hubs are going to change things. I literally just asked my mom, I'm going to show you some pictures later, but I asked my mom, can I just use the garage as an innovation hub? We got a whiteboard and got some young people together. I got my lecturers from my university to come to the garage and teach coding and building apps. We started there, went on to build SciSci. We were trying to make internet free. At the time, internet was so expensive. So my co-founders and I were pitching here in Lagos, missing a very important computer science class that we were supposed to be in. I went on to actually start working at Microsoft. That was my first job. And I did a lot of things at Microsoft, including tech sales. I went into business development. But my very last role, I was the head of skills development for Microsoft Africa. So I helped more than 4 million young people get relevant skills in cloud to enhance employability. And now, as mentioned, I'm with Gebeya. Gebeya is a tech startup. Now, Gebeya was famously known for initially tech skills, and then it went on to become a platform that matches tech talent to startups and organizations that needed their services, and now has transitioned one more time to become a SaaS platform for service marketplaces. Those of you that will be using the Talent Hub, you'll start to see that maybe in a few weeks, it's coming soon, there'll be a platform that matches you to jobs. That's what Gebeya does. We are the underlying platform. Right, now for the last 3 months, I've been obsessed with AI and AI agents, and that's what we're going to discuss today. All right, let's get into the definition. Who here has actually heard about AI agents? Hands up. Oh, only 2, 3, 4? You've heard about them. Just hearing, you've heard AI agent. Not just AI, but AI agent. So, an AI agent is a system that uses inputs. These inputs could be in the form of text, images, video, sensory data, any other kind of data coming into the system. And it gathers that information and then it makes the decisions autonomously to achieve the goals that you set for it. Some of you have heard the word agency. Agency is the ability to make independent decisions. Now, if you think about it, when you go to, I don't know, in Kenya, do you have something called a travel agency? Yes. When you go to a travel agent, what do you tell them? What do you tell them?
You're looking to visit a certain destination.
Yeah, on holiday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go to Diani for 7 days, and it's me and 3 other people, right? That's the instruction. That's what you give them. They take that as input. And they're like, okay, Diani. So they have to go and start looking. Okay, when someone goes to Diani, they're going to need accommodation. They're going to need a place to stay. They're going to need activities to do, and they may want to, eat out at restaurants and stuff like that. So they create an itinerary for you. They start populating this itinerary and stuff like that, and then they hand it over back to you and give you a bill, right? So goal is achieved. You have a holiday that's booked and planned, and all you had to do was give them the instruction and some money, of course. At this point, you're probably wondering, what's the difference between ChatGPT and AI agents? A lot of you have already probably started using ChatGPT. Who here is using ChatGPT? But so what's the difference? What's the difference between ChatGPT, where you enter your prompt, and an AI agent? Does anyone know? We have moved from a phase called generative AI. You guys have heard this word many times, generative AI, generative AI, generative AI. Generative AI means that you send a prompt to the tool and you get something back. So this could be text to image, text to video. Now you've heard of Sora came out with OpenAI. This is text to text. So you're generating text from a chat prompt. There's text to many things out there, right? There's even voice to, and so on and so forth. This is a simple prompt that you give it, which means that it doesn't take actions or interact with tools. The difference now, where we're moving, is that an AI agent can actually do tasks on your behalf. So in fact, what you're going to see, like this over here, this node that you're seeing here, your AI agent will be using ChatGPT, just like you do, as one of the tools. So that then leads to the question, what is the anatomy of an AI agent? What does an AI agent comprise of? Now, the first thing is perception. So your AI agent is going to need some sort of trigger, input. What are you putting into your AI agent? What instruction are you giving it? What prompt is it? That is done through a set of APIs, and we're going to see some of these as we start to build the AI agent today. The other thing is processing and decision making. A lot of the AI agents have an LLM that sit under them to make sure that they can understand what it is the instruction that you give them is meant to achieve. And then lastly, it executes on those tasks. So you're going to see that the same way that you send your emails on a daily basis using Gmail, or you book meetings on a calendar using Google Calendar, whatever calendar you use, we're going to say, AI agent, here's access to these tools. I'm going to ask you to do certain tasks on my behalf. Please feel free. All right. Now let's get into the important stuff. For me, this is the most important bit. This is a saying. I want you to take pictures with me next to it like this, because one day everyone will be talking about this, okay? Just like how back in the day, in the dot-com era, those of you who are old enough to remember, every business wanted a website. A website was the talk of the town. If you didn't have a website, who are you? Are you even visible? Can people see what you have to offer? It's hard to imagine a time when businesses didn't have websites, right? Now every business, even my duka, has a website. Everyone has a website, right? The same thing is about to happen now with AI agents. Every company in the world, I mean every, is going to have AI agents, is going to need AI agents to complete tasks for their business processes. Every. Now, the difficult thing about AI agents that you're going to notice when you start building them is that it's incredibly hard to build a one-size-fits-all AI agent, because the processes of every business are so unique. The way that you build this agent to fulfill the needs of those processes, of those businesses, is unique too, which means that Even if OpenAI or Google wanted, they can't make an agent and be like, ah, okay, I've made an agent, no one else can build agents. Because just the same way you can't have a one-size-fits-all website. Every company has to have a different website because they offer different things. The functionality of the website has to be different. Now think of that 10x with AI agents. In fact, a lot of you that are going to start building AI agents are likely going to become the HR of the organization, but not for human beings, for AI agents. Your job will literally be to say, okay, this department said that they have this job that needs to be done. Build an AI agent, make it happen. And it's not to say that they're going to stop hiring human beings. No, AI agents are needed for different things. So why do businesses actually need these AI agents? What's so important about them? The first one you're going to obviously know from automation days, even before AI agents, was the cost efficiency. What an AI can do for $1 versus what a human can do for $1 is worlds apart. An AI will save you money. And put yourself in the shoes of a business person, a person who's running a company. Your job is to keep that company alive, is to keep the lights on. And your first choice is going to be the one that keeps that company alive. So you're going to find the most efficient way to offer value to your customers. And now, AI agents are going to offer you an avenue for that. And the second one is enhanced productivity. I hate to say it, but us human beings, man, we're such a waste. Like, we have sick leave. Our lunch goes over sometimes by half an hour. Sometimes we're not even at work. Your relative dies, da da da. The productivity you can get from a human being sometimes, especially on tasks that are repetitive. People just need you there to go and click, click, click the same thing over and over again. That stuff is going away. All of that is going away. We're moving to a world of enhanced productivity where AI agents are going to be on 24/7, which is the next point here. My personal assistant does not sleep. In fact, if you call my number right now and I don't pick up, she'll pick up the call. She'll ask you if she can take a message. She'll ask you if you want to book a meeting on my calendar. She'll ask you if there's something you want me to do. And then she'll go and book my calendar or send me a message on Telegram or even put something on my Google Tasks with a due date. Call me anytime. Anytime. Data-driven insights. So I think this is one thing that a lot of businesses in Africa lack. We find a lot of small businesses kind of just decide, I want to sell this because of this, I feel like it, or I saw this neighbor of mine doing it, or I've seen this on TV. The level of data-driven insights that AI can give you is on a level that will make your business more efficient. Now, I'll give you an example. I'm working with a Duka right now, just a simple project. I'm just trying to see how can a mini mart that's in a neighborhood benefit from AI? Can it benefit from AI? And we created a couple of things. So now, whenever someone comes to buy at the mini mart, they record the person's phone number. That phone number is linked to their name. And that's also linked to the timestamp of when they actually bought whatever products they bought at the mini mart, right? So it's a point of sale system kind of thing with inventory and stuff like that. These guys can now predict to the hour when their milk is going to run out. So they know that they need to go and stock that inventory quickly because if they don't, they're going to miss a sale. They also know that they can close the shop from 6 a.m. to even midday, and they'll only lose 2% of their revenue because most of the people start coming at lunchtime, right? Those kind of insights for a Duka. And now there's even a shop assistant button. She can click the button now and the AI will analyze her whole database and tell her, listen, this product here, this cooking oil is not selling. Let's bundle the cooking oil with this product and this product. We price it at this amount and we're going to give 5 loyalty points for anyone that buys this thing. The power in your hand for a small business that AI will bring through these data-driven insights is insane. The question is, once you've now got this skill of building AI agents, how are you going to start making money? I want this to be practical. We're always going to AI conference, this AI conference, that. believe you don't even know how you're going to benefit from this AI. I want you to take note here. This is really important. So the first way is arguably the most difficult way. Some of you have heard of what's called SaaS, subscription as a service. This is when you create a platform that people can sign into, sign up to, and within that platform, they're going to get AI-powered tools. I'll tell you, a lot of you probably in the early days when those image generators came out, where it's like, put 5 of your selfies, and then it will generate maybe professional-looking images of you for your LinkedIn, or you on the beach, or whatever, and then they were charging you a small subscription of $1, $5, or whatever. That was this, subscription services. There's an AI sitting behind a subscription wall, a paywall, where that AI just takes input of your images, processes those images using DALL-E or whatever model they have, and gives you back an output, and that you're paying for on a monthly, weekly, or daily basis, depending on what the platform suggests, right? This one is really difficult because SaaS platforms in general require you to build multi-tenant systems that allow people to sign in from different places and so on and so forth. I'll show you at the end of this presentation how this gets easier as we move forward. The next one is transaction fees. So there's a new model in AI where it's kind of like AI as a service, but you pay for what the AI outputs. It's results-based payment. So let's just say you want leads for your business. You don't know who to sell to. You want all barbershops in Nairobi that are within the Kileleshwa what area, right? I will now go and use my AI to go on the internet. My agent is going to go on the website, scrape all their data. It's going to look for all the barbershops on Google Maps, and then put them in an Excel sheet like this. 1, 2, 3, 100. So how powerful these data insights are for businesses? So what you can do is say to a business, you can go to any small business, an insurance company, a little boutique, and you can be like, I'll just set up my AI agent on your data, and I'll tell you at the end of the month, I'll give you a report of what you should do with this information that you have. Like it's called BI, business intelligence, right? So you can package it that way. You can say, okay, I will now charge you 50,000 shillings every month to pay me for this report. And that AI agent is constantly making that report for you. You don't even have to do anything. Right. Some of you, like, maybe it's not your thing to start a business, maybe you don't care about being an entrepreneur. It's okay, not everyone is built that way, right? I will tell you that right now, those groups that I'm talking about for AI agents, come in, these job opportunities, you come in like every 10 minutes, where I need an AI agent builder who knows NA10, anyone who does makeup farm automation for offices, anyone who does these jobs really good like this. I'm going to say this from AI agent for hiring, maybe good enough, running a fast growing business. You're working now? Yeah. Sure. Even if you get this skill now, you will be able to find these jobs online very easily. I guarantee you that. There's no shortage. Because in the developing world, like Germany, like so on and so forth that I was telling you about, even the US and Canada now, the demand for these is spreading. Because when one business realizes the productivity gain and the cost efficiency, they go and running telling all their friends. All their friends now want someone to build agents for them. The person who built the agent for this company has already got a pipeline of 20 companies. They can't even handle it. So they're looking for more people to come into the jobs to start building these agents for all their pipeline companies. And I guarantee you, there's even guys who are going to come out from this group here. They're going to start building agents and then going to start hiring everyone else. That's the trend that we're seeing everywhere else in the world. It's spreading like a wildfire. All right, so we're going to start building our own. If you're ready, I hope you can see already. it up because I want you to go home and I want you to dream about tonight is this. Now that you understand how to build an AI agent and you understand what the capabilities of these agents are, I want you to start looking around
Umepitia kwa nini sana? Sawa, sawa.
to the person that you buy on that Nika, to the police station, wherever you're going. I want you to start looking around and thinking, and you're going to start seeing that there's a lot of processes that you're going to be thinking, oh, AI agent. Why is the AI person sitting repetitively doing that? Walk to a person, doing a whole, I want you to start looking. Now, I've put some ideas here that are just my own. You've got a farmer. Right now, in our databases that you have weather forecast, and they have APIs that you can connect to. I can tell you what the weather is going to be 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, in a specific area on the planet. Right? You match that with planting cycle information. There's also data from the agriculture ministry that tells you what kind of soil is good for what crop plants and stuff like that. They also have a database for this. And match that again with market price data. When are potatoes selling at the highest point? Put all these inputs into the AI agent and let the farmer connect to it by chat. And just simply ask it, what should I plant today? And the agent has all the way to go to all these different databases and it will tell you if you're going to make the most profit by March, this is what I suggest you do. This is how much you should plant. Beware, it's going to be rains coming soon. Something about how much farmers are paid to get access to this. Second thing, retail shops. I was telling you about chapter. This one's called answering WhatsApp messages all the time. It's the same thing that we just did. Instead of Telegram, you're using WhatsApp, and you're giving it access to all the data about all the inventory that's in the store. So if someone is going to sneakers to Falco or wherever you guys and saying, I like this sneaker, what other sneakers do you have? Replying, picture. This, that. Which one do you want? And when it's done talking to your client, it just sends you now a Telegram message and says, here's your order, please deliver. In fact, automate that. Send it to your order delivery guy immediately, and he knows he comes and picks it up. He's sitting at home. Next, you're thinking about education. So many opportunities here. I wish think about this more because the curriculums and the past exam papers for everything is all there. We're just compiling it and telling it to rethink the question, put it in a different context, mark the papers for the student, help them prepare for exams, help them to learn a new concept. So much money here. I hate waiting. This is just 4 things that you are not going to run out of it. After today, your life has changed. You're going to start seeing things very different. Remember the Dukkha I was telling you about that I'm working with? So I created my Dukkha. It's a project that I'm working on. And this Dukkha is able to log in. On this platform, the Dukkha can check their customer traffic by the hour to know when they make the most. They can check daily sales, weekly sales, monthly sales, average transactions. They stock their inventory. They have their suppliers. They load their products here, sales, everything including a fully functional POS system. And I've even started working on a delivery system that will allow them to get orders from nearby apartments on the platform. Can anyone guess how long it took me to build this? About 4 days after work, so 2 hours a day. I built this entire system. Do you want to know how? All right, there's a new concept. It's called vibe coding. And in this concept, you have an AI agent that's doing the coding for you. Your job is to be the product manager. All you're doing is telling it what to build. So there's a couple of them. Most notable is bolt.new. You're going to want to write this down. And my personal favorite, lovable.dev. A good friend of mine, Alvin, actually pointed me to this one. All right. Now you see that interface. Oh, sorry, you guys don't see this screen yet. All right. Now in this interface, it is as simple as it looks. You are literally going to type here what you want to build. Now, for the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to try and think of something quick and simple. Actually, let me get an idea from someone here. What simple platform? Like, think of something that you do every day that you wish had an app. Yeah? An app for requesting laundry services. So you want to be able to say you want your laundry done, and then the laundry comes. So the laundry company needs a platform where people can request. Simple. Great. That's a very good example. I'm going to type here, I am a laundry company. I want a web app where people can. Now it starts doing its thing. Your AI agent is going to start thinking, how do I tackle this problem? You're going to see it in the interface here as it's building. All right, let me help you create it. Here's the design inspiration. Modern, minimalist layout, plenty of white space, soft, clean color palette, features, hero section with main call to action, service selection with pricing, booking form, blah, 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 starts coding. What would take you hours of coding is now happening in seconds. So the reason it's called vibe coding is because while it's doing this, you're having your vibe. You have your music, you have your drink on the side. You're thinking, what's the next feature that I want to ship? Because these features are going to be shipping in minutes like this. Yeah. Huh? I've accepted. Sorry? Oh, there's a lot. Talk to us. All right. Boom. You wanted a laundry platform? There. Clean Press. It even named your company for you. Clean Press, professional services, scheduled pickup is your call to action button. You can see already there's some prices that it's added for you, wash and fold, what. And then your job from here on out is now to start telling it, okay, how should it work? So let's say we want to, what interesting feature can we add? Anyone? What feature would you add to this? I want a image. Yeah. Add a relevant image to the hero section. I'm going to be vague like this. The other thing that you're seeing in the top right here, if you don't already know this is called Supabase. It's going to change databases forever. Supabase is the first most powerful AI-enabled database system. Forget about SQL, forget about any other database you've ever used. Supabase connects natively to Lovable. There, your pictures. Does it not? Okay. But what you can do is you can then go to Gemini and then you can get the picture and then you click attach and then you add the picture that you want. So let me say add this as the logo. So now it's going to replace this with this. The great thing is that it also sends it directly to GitHub. So your repository is created for you. You can deploy it the way you want using Netlify, or I don't know what you guys use to deploy. All of that code is done, sent repositories, all the dependencies are created for you. All this code that you create in this platform is your own, belongs to you and no one else. Now, this is where they get you. Each one of these messages, and this is exactly what I wanted to show you. So sometimes the build is unsuccessful. You just tell it to fix itself. It debugs itself. All of this code stuff, I studied computer science. I've not written one line of code since I graduated. Do I know how to code? No. I've added back the button, import, blah, 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 blah. It's going to do it. Sometimes it takes a couple of times because it's just like a human being. It also makes mistakes. But the good thing about this is that it's going to go into your console. It's going to check what the error was. It's going to try and rethink what's the strategy for me to deal with this error. See, the logo is now there. There's nothing that you can't build, nothing. Any limitation you thought you ever had because you didn't go to coding school, forget it. You are now a developer, the best one in the world. Does that help with making money? Yeah. So you're going to get a couple of these prompts for free. And then after some time, it's going to say, okay, now the free trial has ended. But I'll tell you, that whole platform that I showed you, and trust me, I've been changing, adding features, removing features. I've spent, let's just say $100. What do you think it would have cost to build that platform otherwise, if you had to hire a developer? A lot more than $100. Okay? If this is not gold, I don't know what it is. You might be among the first developers in Kenya. And I want you to go why. Those agents that I was talking about are built, you can build them into here. So you can pull a trigger that you got on the internet. You can put a webhook. You can say here, I want to add a webhook so that whenever a customer wants to find the laundromat, he will go on Google Maps and he can find the nearest one. All that logic goes into a company. Everyone has seen platforms like this before. But what we want to see now happening in Kenya is AI lady that owns the can now come here to this business assistant and she can say, give me a business report. This AI will now go in and read the whole company's database and return a business report that you can see. These are the daily sales, this is what happened, this is what I need to do better. Charlie's business report generated by Baraka is the name of the agent. So you can see all the sales. Today's sales are up weekly average showing strong performance. Blah, 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 blah. Simple stuff. And you can even get daily insight. There's a chat module on the bottom which you can chat with it and say, I'm going to increase stock today. I won't be able to stock the rest of the week. What should I get in your company? Create a shopping list. A shopping list is sent to her by SMS so that when she gets that shopping list, like what you see? Alright. Again, I'm going to be sharing a lot of these tips and tricks in the community. I'm going to show you different types of use cases for these AIs. So do join the community. And I also want you guys to be on the community sharing what you are doing, inspire other people. Don't take this information and keep it down to yourself and think I am the only one who should know this stuff. I guarantee you the more that we share this, the more that we're all going to grow. Let's build something crazy cool after AI, guys. Thank you so much.